1. Heat advisory extended. Western Washington suffers scorching temperatures. 2. Puget Sound heat wave. Temps to climb into 90s this week. 1. Heat advisory extended. Western Washington suffers scorching temperatures. Western Washington is currently experiencing an intense heat wave, with temperatures soaring into the low 90s in the greater Seattle area on Wednesday. Initially, a heat advisory was set to end at 10 p.m. on Wednesday, but due to persistently high temperatures, it has been extended until 5 p.m. on Thursday for parts of the Puget Sound region, including western Whatcom County. The National Weather Service has cautioned that overnight temperatures will only slightly dip to the lower 50s and 60s, providing little relief from the heat. Interestingly, other regions such as the South Sound and areas near Hood Canal will see the heat advisory lifted by Wednesday night as temperatures cool down slightly during the night. Meanwhile, in the Cascades, a red flag warning is in effect for elevations above 1,500 feet. This warning highlights the dangerous combination of hot and dry conditions that significantly increase the risk of wildfires. The red flag warning is scheduled to conclude at 11 p.m. Wednesday is anticipated to be the peak of this heat wave, with temperatures expected to drop below 90 degrees by Thursday. The National Weather Service has issued a moderate risk for heat-related illnesses during the advisory period, particularly for vulnerable populations such as young children, the elderly, outdoor workers, and individuals without access to proper cooling or adequate hydration. To mitigate the risks associated with this heat wave, the NWS recommends rescheduling outdoor activities to either the early morning or the evening hours. It is crucial to recognize the symptoms of heat stroke, which can include changes in mental state or behavior, altered sweating patterns, nausea or vomiting, flushed skin, rapid breathing, a racing heart rate, headaches, and high body temperature. In case of suspected heat stroke, immediate medical attention should be sought by calling 911. This extended heat wave serves as a reminder of the importance of taking precautions to stay safe during extreme weather conditions. By staying informed and proactive, we can help protect ourselves and our communities from the potential hazards posed by high temperatures. 2. Puget Sound heat wave. Temps to climb into 90s this week. Are we really experiencing a historic heat wave in the Puget Sound region? Think again. While temperatures are indeed climbing into the 90s, especially in the Seattle urban area, experts say this is more of a warm-up than a true heat wave. As Professor Cliff Mass of the University of Washington's Atmospheric Sciences Department explains, we're looking at a week where mid-80s temperatures will be common in the lowlands south of Seattle, while it will remain a bit cooler up north. By Wednesday, expect the warmest day of the week with temperatures reaching into the 90s in some areas, before a cooling trend sets in on Thursday. But here's where it gets controversial. Mass argues that this spike in temperature doesn't qualify as a heat wave. Typically, a heat wave involves several days of above-normal temperatures, and this week's forecast only shows a brief period of elevated heat. He adds that what's truly concerning is the rise in nighttime temperatures, which have increased significantly over the past few decades due to the urban heat island effect. Axios reports that since 1970, the average summer nighttime temperature in Seattle has climbed by 2.9 degrees, a trend observed in many other locations across the state. And this is the part most people miss. While daytime temperatures are certainly warmer than usual, the real issue lies in how much hotter nights have become. Urban areas retain heat better than rural areas, leading to warmer nights that can be just as uncomfortable as hot days. This phenomenon is not just affecting Seattle. Cities like Yakima and Spokane have seen even more pronounced increases in nighttime temperatures, rising by April 3rd and May 1st degrees respectively. Looking ahead, onshore winds are expected to bring cooler air into the region later in the week, but temperatures will still hover above average, likely staying in the mid to upper 80s. On a positive note, air quality appears to be holding steady, with fewer wildfires than usual. Despite the heat and dry conditions, there has been little smoke affecting the western side of the state. This forecast raises some interesting questions. How significant is the increase in nighttime temperatures, and what does it mean for public health and energy consumption? Should we consider these trends when planning future urban development? These are topics worth exploring further. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.